Welcome into AZ Audibles. I'm Sandy Charles, and I'm joined by Eric Sorensen and Devin Henry. Gentlemen, it's been a while since we've been all together. So much has happened on the Arizona High School football front. Now, the schedule, workouts are slated to start at the beginning of September. Games are slated to start as of now, which could change, the beginning of October. All the districts are doing something different. How could this affect the football season in the next few weeks?
Well, you know what all the districts are doing right now, guys? They're chasing ghosts. We're trying to figure out this pandemic. We're trying to figure out when this pandemic is going to slow down. Do I think the season is going to start on time? I do think the season is going to start on time. I've been asked quite a few times, do you think the season will end? I'm a little less optimistic about that, specifically because what we've seen at the college and professional level, you can't predict. We have not been able to predict COVID-19 since this all started back in March. And here we are in late August, and we're still trying to figure out exactly what's going to happen.
Personally, my heart breaks for the kids who were like me in high school. I didn't go out and play sports to get a scholarship, even go to a JUCO school. I knew that wasn't going to happen for me. You know, I wanted to play sports to be with my friends. I wanted to play sports to be able to have something to do after school or make friends and be able to be with them during school, after school, on Friday nights in the stands, on Friday nights on the field. Or you have to remember, we're not just playing varsity football. We want freshmen to get out there and have the experience of playing football. We want the JV kids to go out and have the experience of playing football. And this year, it's going to be work. It's not going to be that typical fun that you have with your friend or going out after the game to like go and eat.
That brings up a great point for Fridays. What does it look like? Are there fans? Are we there yet? Are we hearing there's no fans? What do you think is going to happen on Fridays?
I've been hearing some whispers from some districts that we're not going to see fans in the stands, which I think is ridiculous. I mean, we can social distance in the stands. Why can't we spread people out on a football field, even if it means the parents have to stand by the fence in the end zone, or the band has to have their own set of bleachers over in the back corner of one of the benches or whatever. Don't just rob the student athletes of this experience, because it's just as important for the parents to be able to see their kids play as well.
But here's the issue, Eric. There's a lot of liability that stands with the school if you bring in, say, 500 people. And a lot of liability, if anything does happen to go wrong, falls directly on the schools. And I don't think the schools are going to be wanting to make that sacrifice. And yeah, it is ridiculous. But again, that's what we're living right now.
But the biggest contradiction, Devin, is we're going to allow kids to put on pads and hit each other and sweat on each other and bleed on one another, but we can't have social distancing in an open air stadium with fans that are wearing masks. I just think there's a workaround here. There has to be some sort of way to let the fans in on Friday nights.
But let me reiterate, because I know there's plenty of people who have their concerns about this isn't allowed or this is allowed. Nobody wins. No one is going to win this season, I feel like, when it comes to this. I mean, student athletes are going to get to play, but there's going to be a lot of sacrifices made. There's going to be a lot of controversy made just because of everything that you do trying to be safe. No one's going to win.
I want to speak to the athletes out there, and I want to let you know, even students, or even if you're not an athlete, this is temporary, and I don't know when the virus is going away, but if we all buy in now, I know it's not fun. I know that you want your season. So if you buy in now and you sacrifice just a little bit, you can have that season eventually. Just a little bit of sacrifice to see the bigger picture of where you want your career or your school, collegiate, anything, where that to go. I know that's my little rant, but I just really, right now, we just all need to buy in. Eric Sorensen, Devin Henry, this was another AZ Audibles. For more AZ Audibles, head to sports360az.com.